Hello friends and potential friends. Well, it's a beautiful day here in Central Florida. Christmas Eve, about 1:30 in the afternoon. So, hardly a cloud in the sky, and it's getting close to 80 degrees. Now I know a lot of the country can't say that same thing. Out west, the west coast is getting flooded. Northeast is getting frozen. While a lot of the south is higher than average temperatures, they don't have what we have down here. And that's probably one of the main reasons that our local news station keeps talking about how Orlando is the #1 travel destination again this year. But anyway, for those of you that can't be coming down to Orlando, I figured I'd come out here and get y'all just a little bit of a green fix for Christmas. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. Starting out, we've got a little bit of a salad tower. It's still in the shade most of the time, so it's not growing real fast. But there are a few things still growing in there. The other salad bed, well, a lot of things have bolted. I haven't bothered pulling anything out of there yet because I'm hoping I might get a few seeds from time to time. Kale's looking good. Collards are looking good. Swiss chard's looking good. And most of the lettuce is going to seed. Still have a bit of a salad or a strawberry tower going here, which I'm ashamed to say I still have not topped off and put back into operation. And we still have a few peppers coming along. Shishitos over here. Jalapenos over here. That one big jalapeno is looking like it's about ready to start turning. So I'll be getting a few more seeds out of that. The rosemary. Comfrey's making a comeback. Whatever was chewing on it earlier in the season seems to have finally left it alone. Then we got a few Roma tomatoes over here, and it looks like they're going to be starting to produce pretty soon. We do have some blossoms starting to show up here and there. These are a determinate variety, so they should put on their tomatoes all at one time. But they're also here in the shade most of the time, so they don't get nearly as much sun as the rest of the garden does. And I can say the same thing about this particular salad bed. These ones didn't bolt because they were in the shade, I think. Planted them all a bit too early this year, but these ones are still growing. We got some Paris Island Cost lettuce. Some kale, red Russian kale there. Some romaine lettuce. There's some broccoli over here. A little bit more broccoli. Over on this side, this greens bed is taking a big hit. The pak choi has been eaten up by something. Probably worms because, well, it's just been so warm. But what isn't being eaten up apparently is going to seed. Napa cabbage still hasn't started making heads. And the carrots, they're looking fairly good. I haven't been looking for roots on them yet. but the greens are looking good. These are the Danvers 126. And they don't grow nearly as well down here as the Shin-Kurotas. Here we have some more cabbage, growing good and healthy. They got past the bugs. And the Mr. Healy, oh look, we even have pollinators still flying around. Yeah, shows how warm it is. And then these are the Shin-Kurotas. As you can see, they came in a lot fuller than the others did. Looking fairly good. This bed is all tomatoes. I think these are the Brandywines down here at this end. And then most of the rest of these are more of the Roma tomatoes. They don't have a whole lot of blossoms on them yet, but they will start blooming pretty soon. And like those others, they'll be putting on all their fruit and then they'll be done. Hopefully we won't freeze before they get that done. And then up here we have the Praxis cherry tomatoes, and they're getting big, and they are also putting on some fruit. They're little teeny tiny things so far, but at least I've got some tomatoes forming. Quite a few as I get down here and really look through the plants. Those over there are beefsteaks. And I see 3 or 4 on that one plant there. More blossoms up at the top. And there's another bundle of them over on this other plant. Let's walk around and take a closer look and get me out of the shadows. Yeah, something's been chewing on a couple of them, but most of them are looking pretty good. More of them back in there. So, with any luck, I might have some tomatoes pretty soon. And it might take some luck because they're saying we're going to have lows going down into the upper 30s about next Tuesday. Hopefully we won't get a freeze or a frost, because I want some tomatoes. Pineapple's still going. The fig is dropping most of its leaves. Bumblebees flying around amongst the wildflowers. And asparagus, can't decide what to do. Couple that are just new shoots that have just popped up. So I guess they can't figure out what's going on either. Hibiscus, lemongrass, gardenias, Florida avocados. Mulberry's dropped all its leaves, or just about all of them. Sugar cane's still green back there. And pineapples are still doing good back there too. Let's take a walk out front and see what we got in the seed tower. Well, back in the seed tower, those Praxis tomatoes are looking good. And they've got a bunch of little tomatoes on them too. Peppers are standing up nice and tall. Still not much in the nasturtiums and marigolds. This is out on the south side of the house, so this gets quite a bit more sunlight than the back garden does. And you can tell it by the production. Looking good. But anyway, I'm going to cut this short. I got to get it edited so that I can make sure I get it under the Christmas tree for y'all in the morning. And if you're in one of those unfortunate places where you're having a real white Christmas, hey, maybe it's time to head for Orlando. Around here, if we want to have a white Christmas, we go to the beach. And I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time.